If you guys can hear it.
Nope. Thanks for checking, though. It's always in the most inconvenient times. Hi, Fiona. Oh, I know where you are. It's our favorite coffee shop. Fiona, where
Yes,
is it?
start on the harbor, looking out at the ocean. I don't know if you can see it, but
Highly recommend if anyone needs a good working spot. It's the best. I'm gonna give it maybe like one more minute to see if anyone else hops on. I am anticipating a smaller meeting today just because it is summer. But I'm hoping to get a couple more people on. So we'll get started at 11:48. Does that sound okay with everyone? Literally just 1 minute. Oh, of course. Well, maybe let's dive in. Let's dive in then, because we have our precious time with Eleanor. Hi, Carla. Um, well, thank you everyone for coming. I'm leading the meeting today because Sydney is out. Um, hi, I'm Maya. I'm with the Isla Vista Community Service District. I think I know just about everyone on this call, but I am the Community Engagement and Programs Director. So I'll just start off with our land acknowledgement. We would like to acknowledge that this meeting is being held on the traditional lands of the Chumash people and pay our respects to elders both past and present. We honor the traditional territory as well as the story and contributions of the Chumash people to the land upon which we gather and create. So thank you. I just introduced myself, but I will popcorn around just in case anyone is new to this meeting and would like to introduce themselves or reintroduce themselves. And maybe share one thing that you're loving about the summer. And I will start off with Eleanor. Go ahead, Eleanor.
Sure, thanks. Hi, everyone. Eleanor Gartner. I'm the district representative for Supervisor Caps at the county. One thing I love about summer is the warm weather and more excuses to eat McConnell's ice cream. And I'll pass it over to Fiona.
hi everyone. My name is Fiona. I'm also with the Isla Vista Community Services District, and I am the Community Engagement Project Manager. And one thing that I'm loving about summer is the long days, like being able to finish work and still be able to do some activities outside. So that's been really nice. And I will popcorn it over to Lisa.
Hi, everyone. I'm Lisa Osborne, News and Public Affairs Director at KCSB. Bless you. And at the university, the radio station. And one thing I love about summer is the slower pace in the around campus and the newsroom. And it's easier to get around campus with a lot fewer bikes. But we do miss the students too. I will pass it on to Carla.
Carla, I think you're muted or your sound's not working. No, sadly. Okay, we'll come back to you. Sorry, Carla. I know you got your new laptops too, so I'm sure it's just all the things.
How about Rihanna?
Name is Rihanna Harris. I'm the SART coordinator at Standing Together to End Sexual Assault. I am stepping in the meeting today for Wendy Guzman, who's normally here. One thing I love about summer is the fact that there's no rain, so everything's dry. You can for my dog, I can take him out during any time.
Awesome. And let's popcorn over to Joanna.
Hi, my name is Joanna. I'm the Community Action Coordinator at STESA. And my favorite thing about the summer definitely has to be the longer days. I'm gonna go with that. I like that there's sunshine for a longer amount of days. Um, It feels like there's more time for activities. And I think that's it. Wait, there's two Lisas. Did they both go?
There's two Lisa O's. Lisa O's just dropped in.
That's true. I was late. I'm the other one. Hi, everybody. Lisa Oglesby from the Isla Vista Food Cooperative Board of Directors. I missed some of the stuff. I think we're talking about what we like about summer. Easy
Yes.
mornings. Easy mornings. Next week, school starts. Mornings are tougher.
Oh, that's great. Thank you, Lisa. And then there's two more on the call. Or Carla, is your sound
Yeah,
back?
I think so. Okay, yay. Thank you. All right, let's see. Oh, so my name's Carla. I am with STESA, Standing Together to End Sexual Assault. I'm the Community Engagement Manager. And what I like about summer days, I've really enjoyed this summer at least, is my kids' sports, summer sports activities, so swimming and soccer. So we've all gotten tan this summer. Love it.
Oh, that sounds like so much fun. And then I will pass it over to Luis with IVRPD.
Hi, everyone. Luis Valerio, Assistant General Manager with the Isla Vista Rec Park District. And what I enjoy most about summer is I enjoy being able to go to the beach every day, walking distance from where I live. So, yeah.
Awesome. Thank you. And then Jenna, would you like to go next?
Yeah, hi. Sorry, that took a minute. Hi, everyone. I'm Jenna. I'm with the Isla Vista Community Services District. I'm the manager of the Isla Vista Beautiful program. And my favorite thing about summer is probably going to the beach and, yeah, the fact that Isla Vista is so quiet and peaceful.
Yes, thank you so much, Jenna. Well, I think that's everyone. Yeah, I don't think I missed anyone. So we'll start off with the second district supervisor's office. Eleanor, take it away.
Great. Thanks, everyone. I'll be brief as summer has been a little bit quiet on our end as well. But I think our last Ivcn meeting was right before a month or so ago, before our Board of Supervisors met and adopted a list of projects with funding from our settlement that we reached with UCSB over their lack of building enough student housing. So part of that plan, the biggie is, of course, UCSB committing to building 3,500 student beds and an additional, I believe it's 1,800 or so faculty and staff units over the coming years. So that's great news all around. Some of the highlights of the proposed project lists include a proactive rental inspection pilot program in Isla Vista. So really ensuring that landlords make their properties as safe and secure as possible for young tenants. We have some designated funding set aside for some legal aid services as well for tenants if need be, as well as some pretty major infrastructure, mobility, so bike path, better sidewalk upgrades throughout all of Isla Vista. So stay tuned and be on the lookout for some improvements coming. We're still nailing down some additional details with UCSB, so hopefully I'll be able to share more good news with you all soon. And that's what I have from my end.
Thank you so much, Eleanor, for keeping us updated. I really appreciate it. Next we have IVCSD. So not too many announcements over in our world today, but a couple things I'd like to highlight. With move-in season right around the corner, our team has been working really hard to prepare our website to make sure that all of the resources in Isla Vista are as easy to find as possible. So if you know any students moving back into the area, highly encourage them to check out our move-in webpage. We also have a recently renovated Renters Resources Hub with information for renters, tenants' rights that both lead to our housing mediation program, in addition to other local resources like IV Tenants Union, etc. Additionally, we've also updated our Survivor Resources Hub. Ash, did you have a question?
No, I'm just on my phone and accidentally pressed the button. Sorry.
Oh, no worries. Hi, Ash, though. Also, I know you didn't get to introduce yourself as well, so we'll come back. But yeah, we also recently updated our Survivor Resources Hub as a very great one-stop shop for all the different resources for survivors in Isla Vista. One of those being Stessa, who's on the call today. So thank you, Stessa, for all your help in helping us put together that project. And many other things to come that Fiona has been hard at work. In addition, Jenna has been hosting a new volunteer event, so I can pass it over to Jenna to talk a little bit about some of her volunteer cleanup days that are happening this summer.
Yeah, so we started last Tuesday our first litter pickup volunteer event. And I want to say we have about 4 more for the rest of the summer. So every Tuesday from 11 to 2, we are trying to get volunteers to come and pick up litter around Isla Vista. So if anybody knows any organizations that I could pass that info along to, let me know. Our first one went pretty well.
Thank you, Jenna. And then on the topic of volunteer opportunities, I just have a couple more to share. One, UCSB ECP is always looking for volunteers for their Saturday morning live, where you can come volunteer at one of our many community gardens in Isla Vista. St. George Youth Center is also looking for volunteers, the last day being tomorrow. So I doubt that anyone will be interested, but we've been helping them find volunteers for their youth program this summer. Additionally, our AmeriCorps coffee hour is every Friday in the community room from 9 to 12. It's a resource that provides breakfast to our houseless neighbors and then also leads into regional entry point services from the county. They're always looking for volunteers from 9 to 10 a.m. on Fridays. If you want to come stop by, help serve some food. And last but not least, we have a art project volunteer day on August 26th from 12 to 6 p.m. at the community center, where we'll be painting some of the benches outside. So if you have any interest in that, please come check it out. We would love to have you. And I will happily send all of these. Oh, Fiona's one step ahead. You can find all of these in the link that Fiona just dropped in the chat on our website. That is all from IVCSD. I will pass it on to Associated Students. Is there a representative from Associated Students today? I don't think so. No. It's okay. Thank you, Eleanor. Have a good rest of your day. I also don't see any law enforcement here as well. So I don't think we have a law enforcement update either. So I will turn it to any other updates that anyone would like to share in this meeting. Open call.
I guess I could say something. KCSB, it looks like the fall orientation for anyone who's interested in becoming a radio programmer with KCSB is going to happen on September 30th. So just be watching for updates on that. You can come to the orientation, find out how to get involved, either if you want to do a show or volunteer somehow with the radio station as well.
Thank you, Lisa. And then Lisa again, please.
I was just saying, let me unmute myself, but then there we go. So I have 2 things. One, a very honest, open update from the co-op, which is our sales have been very, very slow over the summer. No one's really around. We're really struggling. So anybody who wants to come and buy something at the co-op, we would super appreciate it. We're totally able to do catering for events. Just reach out, let us know. We are hanging in by the skin of our teeth here, waiting for more people to arrive in IV. So we cannot wait to welcome everyone back. So there's that. And then actually, I was wondering maybe Luis from the Parks Department might have a little bit of guidance on this. With the governor's order to clear out the parks, we are seeing increased activity on our patio. And our staff is looking for, whatever information or guidance there might be for resources to point people towards. And so far, it's unfortunate that law enforcement isn't here. So far, the recommendation has basically been, call the foot patrol, and then they have all of the information and they're the best people to handle it. But I just wanted to check, maybe Luis has some guidance on this about whether or not that's definitely the best information to be sharing with our staff.
I'll let Luis speak on this if he has anything to add, and then I can also share what I have received from the county because we've had a similar issue, or
Yeah.
not, but we've had
I
a
mean-
similar experience on our community center patio as well. But
Yeah, we've just had a few people sort of move into our patio as well, and it's a shared space, so we really can't host that, unfortunately. Not to put Luis on the spot.
give me 1 second. I'm actually looking back. Well, my experience I can share. We've also been told to direct to Foot Patrol, and we also have been in contact with county. They do have people that come out and do outreach services, and connect with people directly. I will say sometimes that takes about a day to come out. So if there's anyone that feels like unsafe in some way, that's normally when I would direct to Ivy Foot Patrol. But if you're looking for resources, I always like to point people to our coffee hour services on Fridays. But again, that is once a week. So I understand that that's not convenient every day. And we actually do have a really great webpage of a lot of resources that you can share as well. Fiona, do you think you could drop that in the chat, our houselessness resources webpage?
Yeah, of course.
That would be great, because then we can print out a couple and give it as a handout.
Of course. And I
Yeah.
actually think that was something that in the future we would like to have as well, is like a brochure or something that we can hand out, because we also run into that a lot where we would like to give people something to take with them. But we'll connect you with that webpage so that you can print that out and share that with the community.
Thanks.
Yeah, of course. And if I hear anything else that I think would be helpful, I'll follow up with you over email as well. Yeah. On that note, do we have any other updates or announcements we'd like to make?
We have an announcement.
Yeah, go ahead, Joanna.
So we are looking to get volunteers together to survey the community. Right now, specifically, we're looking to survey downtown Santa Barbara, just because that's where a lot of the students go when they go out to experience nightlife. And we're thinking it would probably be best that it would be peer-to-peer, so it'd be good for students to survey students. So if anybody, if we can post this anywhere, I think I might create a Google Doc form to help people sign up for it and to give a little bit better explanation as to like what they would be doing. But basically just going out to downtown Santa Barbara to, I'm so sorry. One moment. I'm going out to downtown Santa Barbara to assess people's attitudes about sexual assault. There's a new bill that was passed regarding a certain type of liquor license, or establishments with a certain type of liquor license. Now they're required to carry either straws or, like just any kind of test to be able to detect if your drink has been tampered. So we just want to know like how familiar people are with this, if they feel like it's responding to their needs, things like that.
Yeah, thank you, Joanna. And if you have a form, feel free to always send it in our you can send it to me or to Sydney or drop it in the chat, and we are happy to share it out with the whole Ivcn group as well. Thank you. And then Luis?
Yeah, just one, two, couple announcements. We do have our our Movies in the Park series. We'll be kicking off August 23rd. It's in collaboration with Isla Vista Arts and Magic Lantern Films. We'll be screening movies every Friday from the 23rd all the way till October 4th at 8 p.m. in the Anascoyo Amphitheater. So for those interested in some free movies, we'll have some free snacks, limited availability. This year we'll be screening Back to the Future the first week, Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, the original film, Alice in Wonderland, also the original cartoon version, Jurassic Park, La La Land, Wall-E, and Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. Also, you'll see over the next couple of weeks, we'll be doing some tree maintenance in Anascoyo Park, the main downtown park. So there will be some areas that will be closed to the public for a few days. We'll have some signage up informing them, but you'll see some tree trimming going on just to kind of lighten up in preparation for winter storm. So that's all I have for now.
Thank you, Luis, for sharing. And I wrote this in the chat, but those sound like some really great movies. So I don't know who's picking them, but they are doing a great job. Eve, take it away.
Hi, can everybody hear me okay? Great. So Eve Sanford, Mobility Coordinator with the County of Santa Barbara Traffic Division. I'm on with Georgia Tomasic, our new mobility intern. I wanted to give an update. So last week we went out, the traffic division, and we did our annual bike rack clearing. And so what this entails is the County of Santa Barbara owns and maintains like a number of the bike racks on the Pardon and Embarcadero loops, so public bike parking. So we went out and noticed the bikes and gave them like a notice, like essentially stapled a note on that said like, if your bike like doesn't move for the next like 5 days, like it will be impounded. Technically, you're not supposed to like leave your bike there for long-term storage. And there's signs on the racks that say that. And so anyways, what we did is we're collecting like abandoned bicycles, like bikes that just like haven't moved in a really long time. And the challenge with the abandoned bikes is that it ends up restricting parking for people who are like really need it, like on a daily basis, if a bike's just like abandoned and like falling apart on the rack. And so we wrapped that up last week. We collected, I want to say like somewhere around like 73 bikes, and they were taken to we have to follow the same process that like you do when you like collect any kind of public goods in the public space. And so they're at the Santa Barbara County jail to be like, they're essentially impounded for a number of months. If you do happen to know anyone whose bike was taken in error, they can still go to the police, to the county jail location and collect their bike if they can just identify it. So just putting that out there, since I know a lot of people are stewards and really active in the IV community. If you happen to hear of any anecdotes like that, people can still go and like collect a bike that was taken in error.
I have a quick question about that, actually.
Yeah.
I'm curious how long they store the bikes at the county jail and what they do with them afterwards. Do you know?
Yeah, I believe they store them for like at least. Georgia, do you happen to remember? Is it 3 months? It's a certain amount. It's about 3 months. It's a protocol that's like stipulated like for all kinds of collected goods, and once they're not claimed, they end up being auctioned like at a public auction, I believe in LA. And we have looked in the past like into like whether it would be possible to donate these bikes. Yeah, Georgia's saying 60 or 90 days. Like whether it would be possible to like funnel these bikes back into like our own community programs and the university, but I don't believe that's possible. And I think it's due to like checks and balances that like law enforcement agencies have to follow to make sure they're not just like impounding things and like giving it away to their homies. But I know that UCSB, when they impound their bikes, like it's their property, it's on their property, so they're able to turn around and do that bike auction.
Mm. Thank you so much for clarifying. I was mainly asking because Jenna hosts a move-in sale, where a lot of things that are left behind in, the end of the season and the move-out season are circulated back to the community. It would be really cool at some point, to do something like that with bikes, but it does, like, I don't know if that's feasible, but planting a seed, you never know.
Absolutely. I think we're gonna like reach out and contact them and just recirculate the idea of whether we can retain these bikes in the community versus shipping them out. Just because I agree, it's worth kind of checking in to see if like there's wiggle room in the policy, at least expressing like an interest in it. So
Yeah, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. That's really awesome.
thanks.
Of course. Any other announcements, Eve?
Hi, it's Ash. I'm here with Christina, who works for the YMCA. We wanted to add a houseless resource that's specific to 18 to 24-year-olds. Do you want to share the update?
There's a drop-in center. Just want to make sure everybody knows about the drop-in center that is in Isla Vista on Thursdays and Fridays from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. at the St. George Youth Center. And we sign people up for coordinated entry just like the other access points, but it's specific to 18 to 24-year-olds until they turn 25. So through that 24th year. And there are sometimes additional resources that can be provided to that age group. So it is beneficial. I mean, anybody can go to any access point, coordinated entry access point, but this one is specific to that age group. And there are sometimes additional resources, and there are like transitional living homes that sometimes we can get people into. So just wanted to make everybody aware of that.
Thank you so much, Ash and Christina. That is awesome. I want to make sure that I wrote this down correctly because I would like to put this on our website as well. That's Tuesdays and Thursdays, 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. at St. George Youth Center.
Right. And so our location downtown on Haley Street actually is a full facility where people can come and take showers, get a meal, do their laundry, things like that. The St. George Youth Center, we're a little bit more limited at this drop-in center, but Ash also has my contact information. If anybody wants to reach out to me, I can give them more information and get them connected.
That would be great. Thank you so much.
Okay, cool.
Does anyone else have any other announcements they'd like to share with the group today?
Let me just add that, like, for Joanna and I think Luis too, for the movie nights, if you have flyers that our students could include in their newsletter that goes out every week, it's our news directors, and the newsletter goes out to all UCSB students. One is just going out today, and I'm not sure when the next one's going to go, but once fall quarter starts, it typically goes out every week. So if you just have a JPEG or a ping that you want to share, if it's something related to, Isla Vista or UCSB students, we could help get the word out. So like the survey, looking for students to do the surveys might be something that could be helpful to have in a newsletter. So I'm just going to put our email, news@kcsb.org, if you want to send anything. Thank you. Oh, the co-op coupon. That's another question. Lisa, I know Jennifer, you should talk to Jen Kaiser. She wants to, I'll connect you actually
Okay.
after, just because that's a little bit promotional.
Yeah, I don't know what's appropriate.
I know. And I'm also thinking that we could re-air your Inside Isla Vista episode that you did a while back, just to kind of raise awareness again. Because I think I'll listen back and there should still be a lot of relevant stuff. So yeah. But I'll connect you with Jennifer so we could see how we could help you out there. But
Thank
it's
you.
great to know the catering too, because the sandwiches were really good that you provided for the Ivcn meeting the last time.
We have a full
turkey.
kitchen downtown, so we can make anything for any price point for any group at this point.
That's awesome.
Like
That's
literally
great.
just let us know, which is pretty fun.
That's great.
And delicious, might I add. I love using the co-op for all of our events. Always a big hit, always a big hit. And then one more thing I actually forgot to mention, and I'm seeing that our next meeting is on September 19th. We are having our move-in sale September 16th and 17th. Jenna, please correct me if I'm wrong. I think that's it. And it will be on UCSB campus, and that's what I was just talking about with Eve, that we're circulating everything back into the community that wasn't there, that was collected during the move out season. So highly recommend sharing with anybody, really anybody who would like to get things for the upcoming year, but especially those who live in Ivy, because we want to put a focus on circulating everything back to the community. And we'll share a flyer with that as well with more information. And thank you, Ash, for sharing. And oh, thank you, Fiona. There is the link to our move-in sale announcement as well. Okay, I think that's everything. As I said, next meeting is September 19th from 11:45 to 1 p.m. and it will be on Zoom. Please make sure that you know if you want to have a spotlight at one of our upcoming meetings, just go ahead and email Sydney. Her email is in the agenda. She is the one who adds things on, and if you have anything else that you'd like to ask about, you can reach out to her or me. Happy to help. All right, well, thank you so much, everyone. Have a great rest of your day, rest of your summer. Stay warm and enjoy the sunshine. Bye.
Thank you, everyone.